Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano. Once again, thank you for your support, okay? Really do appreciate it. So as you can see at the moment, looking at the markets, you can see the Bitcoin's picking up a little bit. It's up 6.7% in the last day. It's sort of going a little bit choppy in the last hour. It's sort of hit a bit of a wall and it's starting to consolidate a little bit, okay, for continuation. XRP is doing relatively well, isn't it? It's picked up quite nicely. And as you can see, Cardano, our beloved Cardano, is up a whopping 11.6% in the last day. It's sort of consolidating again in a range. We're going to look in the technical analysis in a moment. We just wanted to show you the markets and how they're looking. A little bit of a recovery. You can see that we've got 7.71% upside, bringing the total market capitalization to 1.4 trillion for crypto right here. We're not completely out the woods yet, obviously, as you're fully aware. We do need to keep an eye on Bitcoin, that if Bitcoin can start printing some beautiful reversal patterns right there and holding key level support for continuation, it will drag the market with it. And this is where you're going to see the second part of the bull run, which we do anticipate. And obviously you've always got the potential of falling lower right now, but as long as we're holding key levels of support and not entering that bear market that everyone's anticipating, and not painting those particular bear market signals as well, which we will deliver to you. Obviously I could tell you, oh, yeah, we're in a bear market, but all we are is in a bit of a downtrend, a corrective pattern, okay, that we've got overextended. We're coming back down to earth before continuation, and this is something you need to remember, okay? When I get that bear market signal, I will tell you, and I will tell you straight that yeah, we're in a bear market. And you will see all YouTubers saying we're in a bear market. Personally, I don't think we are at the moment. I don't, because a bear market is quite a strong thing to say. Okay, this is a bear market. This is a bear market where you're rolling over, you fall under the EMAs, you're hitting your head, and it's a multi-year bear market right there. In a minute, overextended, come back down to earth, holding support for continuation. We're having a correction, and this is basically what's going on in crypto at the moment. So yeah, like I said to you, Cardano, as long as it holds key support, it's looking good for continuation right here. And you can see at the moment you sort of wick down below the 20 weekly EMA right there, and you sort of consolidating, going sideways a little bit boring, a little bit flat. But as long as you're holding some key level support, you know, don't go short. Effectively lose support, go short. It's really simple. And right now you can see that if you was to sort of roll over here, because you are under the previous high at the moment, obviously, as you're fully aware, the previous market cycle high, if you do continue to hit your head on that as resistance, this is where you're going to fall back to support. And effectively you can see that if you do start to lose the weekly 20, this is where you come back down to the 55, and you could be looking at this A, B, C correction right there for Cardano. So do anticipate that that is still on the cards for Cardano, that you may see further downside, and you may sort of get some cheeky bids in down there on that red line, which is currently sat at 0.78 cents for Cardano. So you've always got to think about these things moving forward, okay? We're not completely out the woods yet, unless we do start to see some beautiful reversal patterns. We are seeing some relatively strong reversal patterns across the board on alts, and Cardano included. I will go over those with you in a moment, but yeah, just hold tight, and it is all on Bitcoin. People say, you know, they get disillusioned thinking that Bitcoin's dead and Bitcoin, you know, everything's going to overtake Bitcoin. I'll assure you, nothing's overtaking Bitcoin. And I've said it, I was saying it in May when everyone was really bullish. Nothing will overtake Bitcoin. It is the king of the coins at the moment. It's the front runner. It's the first mover advantage until we're getting fully adopted, and sort of you've got cryptos going their own way, you know, with Chainlink doing what it's doing, and Ethereum with its own sort of ecosystem. That's where you'll see them potentially become larger market caps and number one in the crypto rankings right there, and then less affected by Bitcoin's movements. But at that point, Bitcoin will become so stable and so liquid as a market that it won't fluctuate like we see now, and the volatility will be gone, and it'll basically move 0.5% in a day and things like that. You know, it'll get a bit stagnant, a bit boring, and it'll be like a fundamental, the number one store of value, digital gold, so to speak. But that's really far off. That's, you know, probably another 1 or 2 cycles down the road there. But enjoy all the volatility, so to speak, and get involved. And these are rich pickings for people that, you know, if in doubt, zoom out. I always say that, you know, it's not just going to get there overnight. And these projects, they have multi-billion-dollar market caps, and they're going to take time to get to those particular targets as well, and fully adopted targets. So I'll always tell you what I see. So right now, jumping into Cardano on the hourly time frame, let's have a look what we can see, okay? So looking at Cardano on the hourly time frame, then let's just take a look at the 4 hourly just here for Cardano. I mean, look where it's bounced off here. Look at this level of support off this broadening channel right here. And like I said to you, believe it or not, this is a bullish pattern right here. This is a bullish falling broadening channel. And these are reversal patterns effectively, just like this rising wedge. Like I said to you, the pattern is in play, broke down, metal target, didn't it, and then wicked down into this zone here, which we've given you. Okay, we've given you this zone where you was all in here for months consolidating, chop up down, and potentially, you know, you've got that going on for Cardano right now. What you do need to see, obviously, is it get back above these EMAs on the 4-hourly time frame here. You can see you're toying with it, you're in a level of resistance. Now if you do start to get back above that and come back up, this is where you're potentially going to tackle this channel again as resistance, because you can see multi levels of resistance right here, and if you hit your head on it, yeah, you're going to roll over and come back to another key level of support, potentially forming another bottom and consolidating until you actually break up out of it. Okay, so it's chop, basically, it's chop, but at least you're holding key levels of support right here. And right here, if you'd have put a cheeky bid on this particular channel right here yesterday, you would be up a whopping 19% for Cardano. So these are the things that you need to look at, okay, and target in your charts. It's looking relatively good. And like I said to you, you know, you formed a channel just here, you're doing something like this. Potentially, when you break this key level of resistance right here, this is where you will start to come back up and see you tackle this high for Cardano. And from here, right now, I'm not saying it will, but if you was to see that further upside, that's a 49% appreciation for Cardano. So this is a potential play, okay, providing you hold support and you don't roll out of this channel right now as support or create the lower lows down here. This is potentially where you could see Cardano come back up, break this level of resistance right here of this channel, and potentially come back up and start making headway in the second part and latter part of the bull market here for crypto, because I'm seeing a lot of confidence of the fact that Bitcoin may have bottomed out at that 28,800, which we gave you 4 weeks ago in a Bitcoin video. Okay, we did give you that target as a low and a potential low in this bull market for Bitcoin. It would be great to see it hold as a low as well, and obviously, because if it does start to fall below that, you are losing key levels of structure and support, which I've given you in previous and today's Bitcoin videos. So if you're only watching the Cardano videos, the Bitcoin videos are really important, equally important, because obviously whatever Bitcoin does, Cardano does. If Bitcoin's going to fly, Bitcoin will fly and follow suit, because Bitcoin's the steam engine pulling the cargo at the moment, okay, until we get that sort of separation, which is, you know, 1 or 2 cycles down the road, unfortunately. So yeah, that's basically Bitcoin. But right now you can see, I'm going to tell you about these patterns that I found, okay. So you can see this channel's holding support. So come to your charts, draw these patterns, draw this resistance line, draw this support line, and you'll see support, resistance, and you are in a range, okay. So looking at the hourly time frame just there, there is a lovely inverse head and shoulders pattern just there that's sort of played out. I think it's broke already, yeah. So you got something like this, you've got this level of resistance just here. I think I posted this on Twitter this morning actually. Was it on this chart? I can't remember, I'm so busy at the moment. So you've got this left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and you've got this level of resistance, which Cardano has actually broken just there. Do you see this? Now what it's doing right now, you're above the 55 EMA, which is good, okay, because like I said to you, you get above the EMA, you're in an uptrend, and right now if you continue to do that, this is where you're going to drag the 50 and the 20 together like that, creating the bullish cross, and you're looking for continuation, coming up to this channel, hopefully breaking it and coming up to the upside there and getting a full recovery right here for Cardano and crypto in general. So watch this space, because right now, if Cardano does go on from here and breaks this and continues, this is where you can see it coming back up to this channel to test it as resistance. And like I said to you, from this point right here, you could be looking at a further 20% appreciation for Bitcoin, Cardano from this point. But there is another little pattern that's in play here, and I will show you this. Okay, there is a relatively reversal pattern, but sometimes these patterns can work out to the upside, okay. So you've got this rising wedge type pattern right here. I mean, it looks good, doesn't it? But you are caught in some kind of rising wedge just here for Cardano. Now obviously if you do lose support, go short, and if you break resistance, go long, because obviously you've got the targets out of that is obviously to where you form the wedge, which is back down here, which I would imagine is a retest of this particular channel as support. So if you do start to see Cardano roll over, do put some cheeky bids in. You've got to come to your charts and draw this, because look how this changes like this, okay. So you're going to get a bit range bound at the moment for Cardano. Unless you get the break here and this inverse head and shoulders plays out to a T, you're looking at more upside for Cardano. So that's basically it. You know, if you do start to break up here, you're looking at further appreciation from here of around 13%, and that lovely inverse head and shoulders pattern playing out, tackling this level of resistance. And again, you know, look at this as a descending level of resistance, so it changes, but roughly it is around about that sort of area. So if you do start to see Cardano pick up now and break this level of resistance of this downwards channel, look at it on the 4 hourly, it looks better. Okay, if you do come back up and tackle this, it's probably around here that somewhere you might get to it, so you can see it's descending. You see this? If you do see it pick up, tackle that, breaks that, wow, you're looking at some beautiful upside for Cardano, and potentially you may have bottomed out here for Cardano, which would be amazing, wouldn't it? Because the bottom does come, it does come, it comes as quick as it rolls over. Okay, look how quickly we rolled over. We're up there, rolled over, see you later, downtrend, and effectively when you form the bottom, you can reverse just as quick and start to form the uptrend. And if you don't get involved, you're left behind, aren't you? But look for the confirmation indicators. Obviously they are breaking EMAs on all time frames, getting back above them, holding the support, back testing, and being above the 20, most importantly, creating a bullish cross. You're in an uptrend, my friend. Okay, and the trend is your friend. Take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with an update on Cardano. Sorry I ramble on a lot. I do try to cover quite a bit, and hopefully you're still enjoying the videos and you understand exactly what I'm going on about. If not, just write in the comments. Okay, take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with an update on Cardano. Hold strong, Cardano. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.